that looked just insane to me. Bro, if that plays out, these things, it's always best to stay on top of it. I saw a couple models from Weather Nerds that looked just insane to me. Bro, if that plays out, look at this one. Why are you doing a loop-de-loop? And like Wendy's drunk, Wendy's broken right now. If you go look at Wendy's models, it shows, see, it's kind of right here. Moves into the Gulf, doesn't really do anything, but they show it hanging out for 5 days.
That gives me Harvey vibes, and I've already had them like way before seeing this.
I think that's the Euro. All right, let me tell you a story. Yesterday, I went out to the beach. It was after sunset. In case you
This kind of effed me up to here.
guys didn't know, the most beautiful part of the evening isn't the sun actually setting. It is beautiful, but the clouds typically tend to blow up 10 to 25 minutes after the sun goes down. So it was that time of night, I decided I want to get in the water.
And I love time-lapse footage. I need to do some.
It was a little breezy. Honestly, you could say that it was a little nippy outside. I went and touched the water. I put my foot in, and it felt like I was putting it into a jacuzzi. It started burning because of how hot it was. Now, I don't know everything, but historically, when hurricanes move into the Gulf and they're uncontested, there's no shears, there's no dry air, they will become hurricanes quickly. And it could go from a tropical depression to a category 3 pretty much overnight sometimes. Something else I wanted to show you guys is I like using Google for rain precipitation chances. If you look at the following days, Sunday, Monday, very, very high chances of rain for 48, 72 hours out in a row for like 3 or 4 days straight. It's showing heavy rain chances. This is pretty accurate. To give you guys an example, if I go to my local radar, since I live near Tampa, Clystron 9, they have the best local radar. It shows these storms hitting pretty much right now, Pinellas County. If I go to weather, as you can see, about 40% of the county is getting rain right now if I go back to the radar, Pinellas. So 3 to 4 hours out on Google's weather where I live, it works really well. And I use this as a tool to kind of gauge when I want to shoot time lapses of storms like this one that I shot the other day. Hope you guys enjoed that. Yeah, if we look at this storm, it is blowing up. You see all these thunderstorms just appearing. Like I said, I usually like to wait until 5 p.m. because the National Hurricane Center gives us a big update at 5 p.m. and all the models change at 5 p.m. But it seems like we know enough and the models are showing enough, and this storm seems to be blowing up and intensifying enough to where you guys should be aware of it. I got your comments. I saw a few of you said that I need to do a hurricane update video. I read those, and here I am early making a video because I feel obligated, because a lot of people apparently, when the hurricanes come around, come watch my videos. I'm pretty sure there's some people that only watch my videos when there's hurricanes, and that's perfectly okay. I still just appreciate you guys being here at all. What else can we look at? All right, National Hurricane Center. I usually start with this. I should have started with this. Southwest Atlantic, Eastern Gulf of Mexico. A well-defined tropical wave is producing a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms near Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. The adjacent waters of the Southwest Atlantic and Northern Caribbean Sea. Development of this system should be slow to occur during the next couple of days while it moves west-northwestward. However, environmental conditions are forecasting to be more conducive for development after the wave passes the greater Antilles. I'm illiterate.
Antilles,
Don't mind me.
maybe?
I'm just a surfer making hurricane videos, guys.
Yeah,
And a tropical depression could form this weekend or early next week over the eastern Gulf of Mexico, near the Florida Peninsula. Interest across 60%. My guess.
See, it is such a mind, what have you, because I was just saying how confusing being on the west side and we're on the east side of the Gulf Coast and yada yada. It's more confusing, don't you see? East side still on the west side. Ain't there a song about that? Yeah, there is. When somebody said on the west side, whatever her name
is tonight's 5 p.m. update. There will be a greater than 60% chance of cyclone formation over the next 7 days. If not tomorrow, if not tonight at 5 p.m., tomorrow, for sure. That's just my prediction. What do I think this thing's going to do? That really comes down to whether it goes into the Gulf of Mexico. If it goes into the Gulf of Mexico, I think that we're going to be in for a week. I'm supposed to be doing skim camp next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If there's a hurricane sitting right outside of our house.
Effed up my plans too, because we were going to pull out carpet and all that jazz.
I don't think that that's going to happen, and that's kind of unfortunate. There's some other satellite imagery. Disorganized, sure, but spinning a bit. If it just sweeps a little bit and enters open water, especially. I mean, we got the mountains of Cuba that are going to mess with it a little bit. Anytime it goes over any landmass, it's going to deorganize it at least a little bit. But yeah, open ocean is what we are worried about when this thing moves into open water. This is crazy.
What does that mean?
They're pretty sure it's going to be a Category 2. Depending on how far out it goes, like, this is one thing, but weathernerds.com, that's crazy. And the loop-de-loop, like, oh my gosh. They're pretty sure it's going to be a Category 2. Depending on how far out it goes, like, this is one thing, but weathernerds.com, that's crazy. And the loop-de-loop, like, oh my gosh. GEFS. Oh, it's interesting. It's very, very interesting.
For a long time.
So keep an eye on it. Like I said, I'm going to post a 5 p.m. update on my Instagram to let you guys know what I think, what my predictions are. That's all I'm ever doing. I'm just forming an opinion. I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional. I'm going to go out in the middle of the hurricane, hopefully live stream it on a GoPro for all of you guys to see. I'd like to get an IRL backpack set up that's waterproof to where we could go do like a super sick hurricane live stream. Yeah, I've always wanted to get in.
Dude, this last one that he did, one of the last that he did. Let me rephrase that. One of the last two that we had that was really gnarly and just barely missed us. It was projected for us, this part of the state, but I think it was the second one that was projected for us, but hit the south, if I have that right. I feel like it was almost in October. I'm gonna have to look, but anyway, either way, he has a really nice collection of like shark's teeth, not just shark's teeth, megalodon teeth, all sorts of things. So if you go to his channel, there's links on that, I'm sure, and you can get some really cool things for, you know, a fair price, because when you couldn't even get across the Peace River, if you know where that is.
The eye of a hurricane, not recommended at all. But if it happens to pass over me, I'll film it. That's all we know for now. I'll probably do an update tomorrow. If not tomorrow, definitely.
All right, so let's go to that. Actually, I'll keep you with me. Oh, it won't let me type.